Good morning all of you. Today I am going to start the second session from chapter 1 matter. So second session we are going to deal with mainly the change of state. Change of state means in first part we studied there are three states of matter: solids, liquids and gas. So here we are going to study solid converting to liquid, then again liquid is changing to gas, and reverse also happen. This is called change of state. Change of state is a process by which one state of matter converting to the next state either by absorption of heat energy or by liberation of heat energy. So this change of state can happen only by absorption of heat energy or by liberation of heat energy. So this is a simple diagram which demonstrates the change of state. Here you can see solid. When you are demonstrating this change of state, we will take a general simple example, that is our ice cube. So you are considering the solid as an ice cube. Ice cube, when we give heat energy, that is when the ice cube absorbs heat energy, it will melt and changes to liquid. And this process, this change of state from solid state to liquid state by the absorption of heat energy is known as melting. Okay, the change of state from solid to liquid by the absorption of heat energy is termed as melting, and it takes place at 0 degrees Celsius. So the temperature at which the ice melts is known as its melting point. So you should study the definition. How will you define the melting? How will you define the melting point? Melting means it is the change of state from solid to liquid by the absorption of heat energy is called melting. And the temperature at which the solid melts. So here I am considering the case of ice. The temperature at which ice melts is taken as its melting point, and you know the ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius. And the second one, change of state from liquid to gas, again by the absorption of heat energy, is known as vaporization. Another name for vaporization is boiling. Change of state from liquid to gas by absorbing heat energy. So you have to clearly mention this: by absorbing heat energy, the liquid changes to gas, is known as vaporization. Another name of vaporization is boiling. And the temperature at which the liquid converts to gas is known as its vaporization point or boiling point. You know, our water boils at 100 degree. So at 100 degree, when the entire water reaches 100 degree, then only the water start converting. That is its conversion from liquid to gas, water to water vapor. So that particular point is known as boiling point. That is the temperature at which the liquid boils. So for example of water, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Now return process. Now our water vapor. When the water vapor release or liberate heat energy, that is when we cool water vapor, again you can see it converts to small droplets of liquid. That is water vapor will convert to again water by cooling. Cooling means we are liberating heat energy. That is, water vapor will liberate or release its heat energy so that it will cool, and this gas will convert, water vapor will convert back to water, and that process is known as condensation. Okay, the change of state from gas to liquid by liberating heat energy is known as condensation, and the temperature at which this condensation takes place is known as condensation point. And for a pure substance, if you are taking pure water, the boiling point and condensation point will be same. That is, boiling point is 100, so that the condensation point will be also 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now the last one, third one, fourth one is the change of state from liquid to solid. If we keep a glass of water inside the freezer, you know that the temperature, normal temperature of the water will take it as 20 degrees Celsius. When we keep it inside the freezer, the temperature of the water is being liberated and the temperature gradually decreases from 20 degree, it decreases to 10, 9, 5, 2, 1, 0. Once it reaches 0 degree, it becomes a solid, that is ice. So change of state from liquid to solid by liberating or releasing heat energy is known as freezing, and the temperature at which a liquid freezes to form solid or ice is known as its freezing point. And here also we can see, if you are taking a pure substance, this melting point and freezing point will be same. For a pure substance, melting point is 0 degree and the freezing point will be also 0 degree. It is only applicable when the object is in pure state. Suppose we are taking a water, after pouring some sugar or mixed with sugar or salt, we cannot say its freezing point will be 0 degree or melting point will be 0 degree. So if you are taking pure water, then only we can say that in its pure state, melting point and freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. Boiling point and condensation point is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. So now here we are going to explain the melting, vaporization, condensation and freezing on the basis of molecular movement, molecular theory. What is happening when a solid melts? We already studied the structure of the solid, that is, solids molecules are tightly packed, right? So when we give heat energy, we already told the change of state from solid to liquid by absorbing heat energy. While absorbing heat energy, what happens is there is a strong intermolecular attraction between the molecules of the solid. By giving heat energy, this heat energy is a particular kind of work done. Energy is the capacity to do work. So when we give heat energy, it starts working on the molecules and it will break the intermolecular force of attraction. Okay, so while giving heat energy, by absorbing heat energy, the molecules of the solid tries to move apart. That means it will break the intermolecular force of attraction so that it changes to liquid. And again, when we heat liquid, what will happen? Again, there will be small intermolecular force of attraction. By heating, again the intermolecular force of attraction will break and changes to gas. And the opposite happens in the condensation. When gas condenses, what will happen? While liberating heat energy, then the intermolecular force of attraction will slowly, gradually get increased. Here, intermolecular force of attraction will try to break out. Here, they will try to join. So, all the gas molecule, by liberating heat energy, by cooling, all the molecules try to come together. Then, it will form a liquid. And again, if we cool the liquid or liberate, we cannot say it is cooling the liquid. If we liberate heat energy, the liquid, molecules of the liquid again come closer. So that energy, by liberating heat energy, again it is energy, then it will become solid. So if you are asked to explain what is happening in the change of state, actually during change of state, by giving heat energy, it is used, the energy is used to break the intermolecular force of attraction. Okay, so only this much from this chapter, second portion, change of state. You should study this diagram clearly and you should study the definitions of melting point, freezing point, vaporization or boiling point, condensation, then sublimation. Okay, condensation. Okay, one more thing is the sublimation. The change of state of solid directly to gas. Instead of going to the liquid state, when the solid directly changes to gaseous state, it is known as sublimation. You can see sublimation, few simple example is the camphor. Camphor means karpooram. That is when we burn it, you can see the it is a solid state directly changes to gas. Or another simple example is mothballs or naphthalene balls. Mothball means we used to keep the mothballs inside our wardrobes, shelves to avoid cockroaches. So I think you would have seen that. I don't have right now to show you. It is a small white color ball, and when you keep it inside our shelf, normally we used to keep it inside the wardrobes. After few days or few weeks, you can see that the size of the mothballs or naphthalene balls reduces. It is not changing to a liquid state. Directly it is getting vaporized and going to the next state, gaseous state. So change of state from solid directly to gas by absorbing heat energy is termed as sublimation. And the last one is deposition, or we used to say it as solidification. Both are same. A change of state from gas directly to solid is known as deposition or solidification. Okay, so from this chapter you have to study all the definitions plus this diagram and definition of change of state. Okay, so we'll see you in the next part. In that I'll explain about detail about evaporation. Thank you all for viewing the video.